So if you're looking to starting a food business in 2025, I have researched and put together for you 20 best niches you should consider for your food. Looking at 20 emerging food niches to consider for your food business in 2025. So guys, number one on my list is plant-based meal delivery. Subscription-based meal plans offering ready-to-eat plant-based dishes. So guys, a lot of people are craving for healthier options and alternatives to red meat and alternatives to so many things, maybe alternatives to fat. So you can consider plant-based meal delivery business. This would definitely boom in 2025. Now your customer segment, health-conscious consumers, vegetarians and vegans. So these are your customers for your plant-based meal delivery. Now, to start a plant-based meal delivery business and you want to start with low capital, the strategy is start small with weekly subscription, home cooking, or using rented kitchen space and focus on online marketing. So if you're starting out a business and you're starting small and you don't have a lot of money to advertise, your number one friend is your social media. So your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, you want to start showing your food business there to get your customers. People are not vegetarians, but if you educate them on what plant-based meals can offer them, some people would even become vegetarians overnight. So guys, the second one is personalized nutrition meal. Business model. So it's tailor-made meal delivery on individual dietary needs. This is similar to the first one we just spoke about. So if you're starting a food business and you want to stand out, you can consider doing personalized nutrition meals. Some people might be looking for meals to put on a little bit of weight, while some people might be trying to lose some weight, while some people are even looking for immunity boosters and other things. So people eat for several reasons. So if you're going into a food business and you want to start selling fast, the number one thing you want to do is to stand out by carving a niche for yourself, a unique niche. Now, to start a personalized nutrition meal business, let's look at the business model. Like we said earlier, they are tailor-made meal delivered on specific or individual dietary needs, such as keto, gluten-free, or low carbohydrate. Again, even you and I, these days we try to check our calories. What are we eating? Is it too much or is it too less? To look at this area if you're going into food business. Now, the next one we're going to be looking at is gourmet meal kits. Now, create a meal kit for people. Some people would like to cook, but they would not like to go to the market to shop. Some people would like to cook, but they don't want the stress of putting all the ingredients together. So the business model for a gourmet meal kit business, you can curate meal kits, including all the ingredients and recipes for your customers. So some people would not like to eat out. They would like to cook the food themselves. Now, the only way you can get a customer segment from these people is giving them a box that contains the ingredients to what they actually want to cook. How to stand out in your meal kit? You can include exotic or unique ingredients and offer options like regional cuisine or themed nights. So guys, people with so much immigration and emigration, people are traveling and moving to different parts of the world. If you're starting your food business, again, to stand out, you want to be looking at exotic flavors. You have to look for your own unique flavor that makes you stand out from the rest of the other food vendors. Now, the low capital strategy. Partner with local suppliers. What I would do is to meet the local fishermen and I will ask them to give me what they have not finished selling for the day, and they can give you this at a subsidized rate. I'm not saying to go for substandard or low standard seafood, but you can liaise with local suppliers. You can liaise with farmers and they will give you stuff at, reasonable price. Also, you can also operate on only pre-order business model. Don't cook food if people have not ordered or paid for it. So maybe you can create a system whereby people can actually make deposits for their food, or people can pre-order their food. So to reduce waste, you want to be pre-ordering only. Now, we also said for you to get that wide reach you're looking for, you need to go on internet. You need to use your social media platforms. Guys, don't joke with your social media platforms. Again, to even show that you're serious in your food business, you can set up an e-commerce platform. So if you're doing things like meal kit, it's a little bit posh, it's a little bit refined. So you're looking at setting up a simple website. And guys, if you want to set up your simple website, you can go to Wix, spelled W-I-X. So with Wix, you can create your website for nothing. So there are free plans on Wix. So set up your website, and when you want to start selling online, you can set up your food shop as well on your Wix and start paying for a monthly plan that allows you to accept payments. So guys, we're moving to number 4, which is sustainable seafood delivery. Now, the business model for this one, strictly online. Remember, we're trying to look at how to start a food business with minimal capital. So you can start seafood delivery business. Now, if you're doing delivery, that means you don't have to rent a restaurant space. You don't have to deal with health and safety. You don't have to deal with a lot of staff. So you're doing a simple thing from your home or from your makeshift kitchen or from your dark kitchen or wherever you're renting your kitchen from. So you can do sustainable seafood delivery. Now, this business model starts offering it on online marketplaces. Also offer sustainable sourced seafood. Your customer segment, they are just like the number 2 and number 3. Eco-conscious customers or consumers seeking ethical food options. There's just so many, like I said, wokeness and being polished and so many things coming up these days. So guys, if you want to tap into that industry, you want to be upward thinking, you want to be innovative in your food business, you can't be bringing what people give them every day, rice and beans or macaroni and cheese. It can't be the same thing all the time. So you need to stand out. So now, to do your sustainable seafood delivery business with a low capital strategy, build a relationship with local fishermen. This is your simple way out. With local fishermen, you can get fish, you can get prawns, you can get salmon, you can get almost, in fact, at least 10 kinds of seafood from my own personal experience. So now we're moving on to number 5, which is plant-based desserts. Now, guys, a lot of people have got sweet tooth, but there's a need for us, most of us, to watch our weight. So we watch what we put into our mouth. We are constantly counting calories and constantly looking at how much sugar intake we've done in one day. So you can start a plant-based dessert business, and guys, make it tasty enough, and I can assure you, you're going to make money from it. Some few weeks ago, I bought a plant-based ice cream. I never thought I would ever enjoy one. So it was Ben and Jerry. My partner went into the shop to buy ice cream, and he saw Ben and Jerry cookie dough, and he also saw Ben and Jerry made from cereal. And the price of Ben and Jerry for cookie dough is 3 times the one made from cereal. And he thought, okay, Blessing likes to try out new things. And he got me the one made from cereal, which was, the price was a third of the other one. Guys, I tasted the ice cream, and I can assure you I enjoyed it, and it was cheaper, and I would keep going for it. So if you can come up with a simple strategy using natural sweeteners, not artificial sweeteners, trust me, you're going to get customers for your plant-based desserts. Also, when you're looking for your customers in this kind of business, you want to start looking out for friends that have birthdays, parties, or weddings. Offer to serve their guests desserts at a subsidized rate or even for free. So you can offer samples to people that have events. This way, their guests would taste what you're offering and they would patronize you. Now, to start a plant-based dessert business, if you want to start with low capital, the thing to do is operate as a home-based bakery. So do your baking, make your desserts, do your pastry, do everything at home, but also create a strong online presence. If you can create a strong online presence for your plant-based desserts, guys, trust me, your customer segment is going to be bigger than you can imagine. Now we're moving on to cultural fusion catering. The business model for this, catering services offering fusion cuisines. So it could be Asian cuisine, it could be Mediterranean, it could be African, it could be anything. So your customer segment, again, event planners. If you don't know where to start from, guys, don't be scared. Hook up with event planners, hook up with event managers, speak to them, tell them you have this to offer. You have this to offer at a cheaper rate or at a subsidized rate. Now, offer them that you're going to pay them some commission or percentage when they bring you customers. So this way you can start getting your customers. To stand out in your cultural fusion catering, you need to be a master. So if you're promising people Chinese food, you need to have nailed the knowledge of Chinese food. If you're promising them Ghanaian food, you need to have nailed it. You need to know the major things that those people eat. And if you won't say it's Italian, you need to know pasta and those kind of things. So guys, in cultural fusion catering, the low capital strategy is rent a kitchen space for events. You don't have to rent a kitchen space in perpetuity and be paying every month. Whenever you need to cook, go to the rented kitchen space and cook. And whenever you don't have to cook, you see, you're not paying rent. This way you have peace of mind that you're not paying for rent when you're not even using the kitchen. Now, the next one is focus on digital marketing, targeting cultural communities. So you can go to Facebook and join groups. You can listen to music, so you would have an idea. The kind of music people listen to might tell you where they are from. So you can dig deep a little bit and you can see where they are from and offer them and advertise your product to them. Moving on to the next one, zero waste catering. Now, the business model for this, the catering minimizes food waste and it focuses on sustainable practices. Who would not like the sound of this, especially eco-conscious business and event organizers? Guys, we're moving on again to how to get your customers for your zero waste catering business. The best thing to do is to approach event organizers and offer them some commission if they bring customers to you. Moving on to ghost kitchens for delivery. The business model for ghost kitchen: operate a delivery-only restaurant with multiple food brands under one roof. Now, for your customer segment will be urban dwellers and millennials who prefer food delivery. How to stand out in your ghost kitchen for delivery business? Now, offer diverse, well-executed food concept that caters to current trend like poke bowls, grain bowls, or even tacos. Do something unique, guys. Now we're moving on to specialty coffee and healthy snacks. If you hope to go into specialty coffee and healthy snacks, the business model is you should open a cafe specializing in organic coffee. Guys, you don't need to open a very big cafe. You can even move to a university campus and offer them functional beverages. So for functional beverages, you want to be producing drinks like kombucha, adaptogenic teas, or CBD-infused beverages. Now, your customer segment is wellness-focused individuals looking for natural health boosters. Now, how to stand out. Highlight the health benefit of your drinks. Also, show people the ingredients and emphasize how natural and how high quality the production process is. Moving on to number 11, the food niche you want to consider is high protein and low carb snacks. Again, people are watching weight, people are watching what they're eating. People want exciting food these days, and they also are counting calories. So if you start a business that focuses on high protein and low carb, guys, you're going to make a lot of money. So your business model, just create an online store. You don't need a physical space for anybody to come and sit down to eat your snacks. Open your online store and start making these snacks. Now, your low capital strategy, use drop shipping. Like I said, go to a shop and drop your products for them. They can sell and they will earn from selling your own product. Now we're moving on to local farm to table meal delivery. Guys, this business model is delivering fresh food, fresh local produce to people in your vicinity. How to stand out? Partner with local farmers, emphasize seasonal offerings, and share stories about where your ingredients come from. Now, for your low capital strategy, operate with a direct-to-consumer model. Focus on limited delivery areas and work on pre-order basis. Don't go to areas where it's already saturated. Guys, go and look for your own area. Look for your own barren land and start afresh. Moving on to meal prepping for fitness. The business model is customizable prep services for fitness enthusiasts. Now, guys, the business model, customizable meal prep for fitness enthusiasts. So gym goers, bodybuilders, and athletes. How to stand out? Offer tailored meal-based plan on fitness goals. Some people want to shred, some people want to bulk up. So, guys, you can feature macro-counted meals. Elderly nutrition service. The business model, we're looking at nutritionally balanced, easy to eat meals delivered to seniors. Guys, you know, a lot of seniors have problems with swallowing. So you want to consider elderly meals for your food business in 2025. Now, your customer segment, elderly individuals and their families. Now, remember, if you're selling elderly meals, the elderly people might not be your customer segment. It is their family that actually pay for the meals. So you want to consider that customer segment, the family to the elderly people you're creating the meals for. Now, we're moving on to ethical chocolate and dessert boxes. I've got Sweet Tutu. I'm excited about this one. Business model for this, you want to go into subscription-based dessert boxes using ethically sourced ingredients, Chocolate lovers and ethical consumers would love you for this. Also, gift givers could also buy your ethical chocolate and dessert boxes for their family. Now we're moving on to pet-friendly bakery. The business model: set up a bakery that creates and produces healthy treats for pets. Now the customer segment: pet owners who prioritize health and wellness for their animals. How to stand out in your pet-friendly bakery: use natural ingredients, cater to pets with allergies, and offer personalized pet birthday cakes. Now, moving on to artisanal bread subscription services. Now, guys, the business model for this: deliver fresh handcrafted bread directly to consumers. Bread enthusiasts and people seeking artisanal baked goods offer unique flavors and specialty breads, such as gluten-free or sourdough variety. Now, the low capital strategy: bake in small batches at home, use a subscription model, and deliver to local areas. Now, we're moving on to Fusion Street Food Truck. Business model for this: a mobile food truck offering fusion street food. Now, the customer segment: we have urban foodies and festival goers. If you have a food truck, you could drive from one festival or from one party or from one area to the other. Strategy for starting a fusion street food truck: rent or lease a food truck. You don't have to buy a new food truck. So you could rent or lease a truck and start your food business journey. So you can operate in high traffic areas and rely on social media for promotion. Now we're moving on to fermented food delivery. Guys, delivery service for fermented products like kimchi and kombucha. The customer segment for this is health conscious consumers and people interested in gut health. How to stand out: offer a variety of traditional and creative fermented products, highlighting their health benefits. Now, the low capital strategy: produce small batches at home, focus on direct to consumer sales, and use e-commerce for easy ordering. Number 20, DIY pizza kits. Guys, you can offer DIY pizza kits to families, to pizza enthusiasts, and people hosting casual gatherings. How to stand out in your pizza kit business: you should offer creative toppings and specialty dough, especially gluten-free and cauliflower. Now we're looking at low capital strategy: operate on a pre-order model to minimize waste, source ingredients locally, and use media for promotion. Now, in conclusion, each of these food and catering niches, they have unique business models and customer segments, but they all share one thing in common: you can start with minimal capital. So guys, thank you so much for joining. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Let's win together. Thank you and see you next time.